Greetings and salutations, this is TechRenard here, back with more Resident Evil Village, and we are about to enter the third house, but for now, we are going to, well, I need to stop referring to myself as we in this video, in these videos. I do that to kind of involve the viewer, but I think I do it too much at this point.
Have a wonderful adventure.
But I'm going to be, crafting some stuff, buying some stuff from the Duke, just real quick. Just all that stuff. As you can see, I really organized my inventory between videos. It's really nice now. I love it. But now, we get to enter the third area of the game. Well, soon enough we're going to enter it. We got to go through a bit more of the village first. It wouldn't be Resident Evil Village without the village, If you recognize this area, this is actually the area we went in. Oh, okay. Hello? Sir? I would ask for you to back up. To back the fuck up. Nuh-uh. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Bitch. You better back the fuck up. Yeah, see, if you don't know, there's two of these guys in the game. And by the time you fight this second one, you'll have the Magnum. Or you should have the Magnum, if you know how to get it. I have the Magnum by the time I face the second one, but the first one is a pain in the ass, because the strongest thing I have to shoot it with is a sniper rifle, and it likes to close the distance. And as you could expect, sniper rifle is not fun to use at a close distance. As we just tested there. So yeah, I don't know what these guys are called. I'm just gonna call them werewolves, because that's what they look like. But as I was saying, if you recognize this area a little bit, I'm pretty sure this is actually the area you start the game at, where, like, I think it's the first part of the village you enter, if I remember correctly. Except now we have a certain item that we can get to Moreau's area now. Okay, yeah, that was definitely it's definitely worth killing those guys, by the way, because they do drop some. The thing they drop gives you a lot of money, like in-game currency. So it is really important you kill both those guys. Trust me on that. I even knew first time playing this that I was gonna have to kill that thing. That running off and shit would have been dumb, because I knew he was gonna drop something good because of how hard he was. So that's why I stuck around and killed him. That, and I don't know where I'm going, so evading him probably wouldn't have been the best idea, because I probably would have had to backtrack to figure out where I'm going. Because even though this is sort of familiar area in a way, because it does look a lot like the area we started with, and I think it is the area we started in, to a degree. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but I think it is. I think now we're just able to explore more of it. But yeah. Actually, I think the Magnum might be one of these houses. I don't remember. I don't remember where the Magnum is. I don't get it until after I defeat Moreau. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this is the area from earlier, isn't it? Because I remember going under here. Yeah, okay. No, this is the area from earlier. This is the area from earlier. I was right. But I'm not sure where the Magnum is. I don't remember if it's in this area or not. Past me would have to bring up the map for me to tell you. I just know I get the Magnum after I defeat Moreau. And before I go to the factory. So that's just or no, not the factory. I have it before I go to the stronghold, I'm pretty sure. The stronghold's where I start using a lot of mines, by the way, because the boss there ain't worth, like, wasting your ammo on. He's dumb enough to walk on the mines, and at that point I was trying to preserve ammo, because I knew, even though this was my first run of the game, and I didn't remember much of what happens in the game from Let's Plays I watched when it came out, I did remember one thing about the factory, that there are going to be enemies with a weak point that only die if you damage that weak point enough. So from this point, I'm not going to be using as much shotgun ammo as I've been using in the game. Shotgun ammo is going to be something I preserve. I'm going to end up doing the same with the Magnum ammo. So, those two are just weapons that I preserved ammo for the factory. Just to give you an idea. I think I do use a little bit of shotgun ammo in the stronghold, but I think there I mainly use my handgun, if I remember correctly. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I heard something in here. Okay, yeah, this guy. Sir, you better back up. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Oh, I remember this area. Oh, I remember this part. Yep. Yep, I remember this part. I thought this part happened earlier, honestly. Oh, it did. No, it did. I thought it was the part that happened earlier because a second Lycan spawned in, just like earlier. But I guess it's not. Because earlier you had a bunch of Lycans show up, and it didn't end until you killed the two that got inside. Yeah, no. It's not the same part. Okay, I'm getting it confused. My bad. Okay. I just gotta figure out where I'm supposed to be going. I just know it's somewhere in this area that I need to head to. Okay, give me that chem fluid that I probably should have picked up earlier. If I had access to this building earlier. I don't know if I did. Yeah, give me that chem fluid. I think I see the Magnum. I think it's all the way up there. I don't remember. I think the Magnum is Moreau's weapon, honestly. I'm pretty sure it is. But I think I'm able to get it before going to Moreau's area. Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different gun. No, I'm thinking of a different gun. There's a different gun I can get before I go to Moreau's area. That I don't get until after. Okay, we're entering his area now. I'm pretty sure earlier in the game you couldn't shoot that wall down. Either that or there was something blocking me from getting to that wall. I don't know what it was. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I really couldn't tell you. It's locked on the other side, so we're gonna have to go through this stuff. That I'm trying to destroy with a handgun. That ain't working out. You know how I said I try to preserve shotgun ammo? That doesn't start just yet. I'm pretty sure it happens after I get to a certain point into Moreau's area that I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to start saving some of this stuff. Because at the beginning, I don't care about it. Because at the beginning, I don't remember anything about the factory. And then, like, my memory's kind of jogged as I go. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to face these cyborg dudes after this. I should be preserving certain types of ammo. Which is why you see me using my handgun a lot, or trying to. But I also prefer to use the handgun on most enemies in RE games, honestly speaking. Especially because, like, enemies like the Lycan can go down easy from the handgun as long as you're not facing a group. As long as there's at most 3 Lycan, you could win that fight with just a handgun. Pretty easy, and I'm talking about on standard. It's so easy to actually take down a group of 3 Lycan with just a handgun on standard that I actually thought that I should have played hard mode. So when I beat the game, I tried to do New Game Plus with hard mode, or whatever they call New Game Plus for Resident Evil games. I don't know what it's called, but I tried to do it with the hard mode, and I was like, why does standard feel easy for most of it? Aside from near the end, because it does get a little harder near the end, but like, it feels easy for most of it. And then hard mode feels harder than the end of the game in standard from the very beginning. That seems off to me. Like, I don't know. It feels very Resident Evil 7 like with how difficulty's handled, which I guess makes sense because this is the sequel to Resident Evil 7. But I like the way the RE2 and 3 remakes handle hard mode better, and normal mode for that matter, because normal mode on both those games are harder than they are here, and hard mode on both those games are easier than it is in this game. It actually feels really balanced in RE2 and 3 remake. So much so, I've beaten both those games on all 3 difficulties. You know, hard, easy, standard. I've beaten both of them on all 3 difficulties. This game, as well, no, I beat 7 on easy mode as well, because I played easy mode first time, played 7, because I was still very new to Resident Evil games. But I've beaten 7 on standard as well, and I've beaten this game only on standard, because I'm not about to go to easy mode, because I know I'm going to be bored with that shit if most of the game was already this easy with this mode. Which, granted, the easiness for most of it didn't, like, bore me. If anything, I'm glad some parts are easy, especially, like, Lycan fights, because, my god, when I went to hard mode, ugh. I thought I hated the Lycan here for being like complete pushovers and stuff, but no, when you go to hard mode, I hate them even more because of the opposite reason. Lycans in hard mode, you just don't fuck with them, man. You can't even kill one Lycan with a handgun in hard mode. I'm like, fam, why is there such a big difficulty gap there? Like, in RE2 and 3 remake, yeah, you gotta skip some zombies and stuff, but like, even when you do gotta kill one, it don't take you like 3 clips of a handgun to take them down, like, jeez. It might take 2. It might take 2 clips, but it don't take like 3. I used all my ammo on one Lycan at the beginning of hard mode, and I was like, I ain't doing this. Moreau, I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man.
What do I care?
Wait, just a little longer, please.
What's so funny?
What are you laughing about, bitch?
Stupid. You talk too much.
Get that busted ass crown off your head. Do something about them fish lips. And for God's sake. Stop, like, demeaning yourself by saying that shit about yourself. Like, I'm sure, like, if they were really your family and really care about you, man, you could mess up and they still love you. If they don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that, like, shows you that you shouldn't be looking up to Mother Miranda. I'm just saying, Moreau, I'm just saying. Maybe that shows your priorities ain't in check. But yeah. His line right there, even if you beg, that makes me wonder if Moreau actually has like a lot more like, I guess, empathy to him than the other lords. Because, yeah, in Etha's case, he's not gonna like, he says like, even if you beg, but like, to me, that kind of tells me that under normal circumstances, if somebody begged him to let them go, he might do it. That's what that kind of tells me. And honestly, going off his personality, I wouldn't be surprised if Moreau is the most, like, empathetic lord, like, with other people. I really wouldn't be surprised, because he seems like if he wasn't insane and wasn't mutated, he'd be a really nice guy, honestly. A guy who puts himself down too much, but a nice guy nonetheless. Unfortunately, he's insane, so I think that's where his killer stuff comes from. And he's mutated, which probably gets him more mistreated than he originally would have deserved. But oh well. I think Moreau's underrated, honestly. He's not my favorite lord by any means. That goes to Heisenberg. But he's my second favorite. Lady D being my third. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I did not mean to hit my mic. Now, I would say Donna or / Angie is my fourth favorite, but that would imply that Donna and Angie are good at all. No. The other 3 lords are fantastic. I love them. I hate Donna and Angie. I also hate Mother Miranda, but it's for a different reason. I hate Donna and Angie because they annoy the shit out of me. For Mother Miranda, I kind of hate her in the way where like she's such a good villain that I hate her for her actions. Like you know that kind of villain that you love to hate, where like you do enjoy when they're on screen and stuff, but you hate them as a person. That's Mother Miranda. That's how I feel about Mother Miranda. So I don't exactly hate her as a character. I just hate her as a person, if you know what I mean. As a character, I really enjoy Mother Miranda. I also really enjoy the three lords I said I like. It's just Donna and Angie just ain't it. They really ain't it. What makes it worse is they're the only like antagonist in the game that don't have an actual boss fight. It's just a little game of hide and seek. Like, I mean, I get it because like it probably would have been weird, but like imagine like I have a cool idea in my mind. I had this like a while ago when I originally played the game because I was thinking, why was this their quote unquote boss fight? Because I thought of something. What if like, so we see that Donna is connected to Angie directly, where stabbing Angie hurts Donna, right? And that's how Donna died. Donna Benevento died. But like something that literally happened last video too, so this is literally fresh on the mind at the moment. So something that like I thought of is like, what if like the mutation didn't really happen to Donna, but happened to Angie, where like she became a giant like doll person with like some grotesque mutations like Moreau and Lady D get. And then like just have like Donna be the puppet on Angie's hand. Like that would have been a really interesting idea. I get that it probably would have been hard to make a boss like that work, but you know, it would have been a really interesting idea, and I personally think that like they should have went with that. It's such an easy idea, honestly, but instead we got gave a higher seat. And I sort of get that, because most of that area you're going without guns, and at the time you get to that boss fight, you don't really have any new guns or anything since you left Castle Dimitrescu. And you probably don't have much ammo left, because you only picked up some ammo in the village between House Dimitrescu and House Benevento, and you haven't picked up any in House Benevento. But I think it would have been interesting if, like, after you got out of the part where your weapons were gone and you were being chased by that giant baby monster, if there was, like, a section with, like, these doll monsters. Because these are actually in the Shadows of Rose DLC, which I don't think I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing it, but I don't think I'm going to be playing it for videos. I think I'm just going to have fun with it. I don't think I'm going to include it on the Let's Play, so sorry, guys. You probably won't be getting Shadows of Rose content from me, unless I enjoy playing through it enough to record it, but I'm not sure about that. But something that the Shadows of Rose DLC does is it has like these dolls that come to life when you don't look at them, and I think it would have been amazing if that, like, if after you got out of the part where you didn't have where you had your weapons restricted, if you'd enter another part of the Benevento house that had those dolls, right? And at a certain point, they'd stop stopping when you turn, or like they'd stop stopping when you look at them. And what you'd have to do is you'd have to start fighting them with a special weapon. You see where I'm going with this? You find a weapon in a room, and you have to start killing the dolls with the weapon so they can't kill you, right? See, big brain here. Then at the end of the section, you get some more ammo for that weapon and stuff, and you face against Angie and Donna. You gotta use that weapon to damage Angie and Donna enough to expose a weak point, and then the weak point you could use your other weapons on, you know? It's a really interesting idea. I think it would have fit in more with what Resident Evil is than what we got. And it would have added more to her part, because honestly, the Benevento house is the shortest part of the game. And it's a shame that basically half that time spent there is on a hide-and-seek. Or not half the time, like a third of the time spent there is on a little hide-and-seek game. Oh, hey Chris, well I got some questions for you, sir. You, sir, shot me at the beginning of the game. We got a question, you, sir.
Hey, Cap. I'm getting some serious motion readings out here. We should move on.
I'll get back to what I was saying in a moment. I want to keep myself like
But my guess is we've been here too
on
long,
topic with the
and Miranda
cutscene.
knows it.
Hey, did you say Miranda? How are you involved?
Leave it alone, Ethan. You are out of your depth. What about the
If you hear me draking, that's
It's
because
definitely related to the
I got some Liberty. It's really good. Off topic, I know, but still. Chris, you need to tell me why you killed Mia, though. Like, I'm serious. I'm for real serious,
Stay
man.
out of our business, Ethan. What business? God, watch out!
Oh, shit. Okay, man's got bodied. Man's got bodied. R.I.P. R.I.P. Pour one out. Pour one out for Chris, man. Pour one out for Redfield. He definitely ain't still alive. We definitely ain't gonna run to him again. He's definitely dead. I'm being sarcastic because we all know they wouldn't have killed off Chris. They love him too much. Honestly, they love him so much that he's appeared in the last 4 mainline games. RE5, RE6, RE7, and RE8. Capcom, I'm gonna be honest with you. With RE9, don't bring back Chris. Bring back someone else. I don't care if it's Claire, Leon, Rebecca, Ada, Jill, Barry. Actually, no, Barry's probably dead by this point because the series does kind of age in real time, and Barry was kind of already old in Revelations 2, which took place in like the late 2000s. So yeah, Barry probably would not be a choice. But hell, I wouldn't even care. Capcom, I wouldn't even care if you put us in the shoes of Zoe Baker or Moira Burton. 2 characters that I would love to see come back. I'm just gonna be real with you, Capcom. I like Chris Redfield. I think we all do. And quite honestly, I think RE8, I know this is probably gonna be a hot take, but I think RE8 is the most interesting way the entire series has used Chris. Outside of maybe Code Veronica. But I don't like the gameplay of Code Veronica, so you're never seeing a Let's Play of that from me. And I've never beaten the game. I've never gotten past like the first 20 minutes or so, so yeah. Code Veronica's gameplay brings it down a lot for me. It's why I'm never going to play it, it's why I'm never going to finish it, it's why I'm never going to Let's Play it. I think the next RE Let's Play I'm going to do... I really want to do the Revelations games, because I love the Revelations games, and I think they don't get enough love. So, if I don't get RE4 Remake the same year it comes out, the next RE game I'm probably going to Let's Play is either Revelations or Revelations 2. If I do end up getting RE4 Remake, it'll obviously be RE4 Remake. And then I'll do the Revelations games.
Oh, yes.
I'm eventually going to do RE1 Remake as well. And RE7.
You don't quite have the cash on hand.
I gotta be in the mood for RE7, and it takes me long periods of time. It takes me a long period of time to get in an RE7 mood because, granted, I love so many aspects of RE7, so this ain't me putting the game down by any means. But it's mainly because the gameplay is like so much slower than the rest of the series. And that's kind of what keeps me from replaying it as much as other games. Like, I love the characters of RE7. I love certain parts of the games, like the Happy Birthday puzzle, and I like certain parts of the game, like the Happy Birthday puzzle, the second boss fight against Jack Baker. I really love that part. I like the part where you're collecting like, dog heads to open the door to get out of the Baker house. I love so many aspects of RE7 in terms of like objectives and characters. You want to know the main reason? It's going to be a long time before I go back to RE7. That fucking ship section, man. Especially since I played Revelations. I played Revelations like 2 or 3 years after I played RE7. Revelations was my 4th RE game after 7, 2 Remake, and Revelations 2. Because Revelations 2 was my first RE game. Then I played 7 and then RE2 Remake. After RE2 Remake's when I started like trying out so many games in the series. In this order actually, it was Revelations. Then it was 5. No, it wasn't 5. It was 6 and then it was 5. Then it was 0. Then it was RE1 Remake. And then eventually RE3 Remake came out. So, to give you a timeline, I played all those between RE1 and RE2 Remake. Or not RE1. RE2 and RE3 Remake. So then, at that point, I played RE3 Remake. And then after that, I gave Code Veronica a try and hated it. Absolutely hated it. I hate Code Veronica and I hate RE6. RE5 was kind of a mixed feeling for me. RE5 was kind of a mixed bag for me in a way. Like, it was a premise and idea that I really liked, and the gameplay wasn't horrible, trust me on that. The gameplay was definitely more fun than RE6 by a long shot, same with Code Veronica. And don't get me wrong, it still had like some horror to it. There was still some moments that made you like spooked. But it laid too much into the action like RE6 did.
Over.